The Democratic and Republican Party got their blue and red coloration assignments in the election of Bush versus Gore, but their animals, the elephants and the donkeys, that's much older. The Democrats became associated with the donkeys in the election of 1828 with Andrew Jackson. His opponents in the press called him a jackass and had political cartoons as such. Jackson kind of liked it. He made it part of his brand and rebranded the donkey as resolute instead of stubborn. And it stuck! Political cartoonist Thomas Nast of Harper's Magazine, who had the most amazing facial hair, made it famous. In 1870, Nast made the donkey the permanent symbol of the Democratic Party in this cartoon. Northern Democrats at the time were known as Copperheads. The donkey is the Copperhead Press, and the dead lion is E.M. Stanton, who was Lincoln's press secretary who had just died. So the Democratic press was crapping on the press secretary of the Republican president, and it's a live jackass kicking a dead lion. The elephant became associated with the Republican Party because it was originally associated with the Union Army. Union soldiers called engaging with the enemy in battle seeing the elephant. And because the Unions were mostly Republicans, it started to be associated not just with military victories, but with political victory. This is from an 1864 cartoon in that election cycle that celebrates the election of a couple of local Republicans. But who made it famous? You guessed it, Thomas Nast. This cartoon, called Third Term Panic, is usually the one that's credited with really establishing the elephant as a symbol of the Republican Party. Nast was a staunch Republican, and this cartoon is about Ulysses S. Grant being rumored to run for a third term, which had never happened before and was not illegal because we did not have a constitutional amendment about that yet. In this cartoon, you can see the Democratic donkey dressed in a lion skin, causing a bunch of panic about functionally nothing, and the Republican voters, symbolized by the elephant, stamping all over inflation and reform. Political cartoons back then were quite complicated. So TLDR, we have the animals we do because of this guy's cool facial hair. That's not real.